learn the halacha if you're allowed to disagree or agree with your parents. So the Shulchan Aruch says like this. Again, we're holding by Yeredeh Siman Resh Mem. V'lo soiser as dvorov, v'lo machriya as dvorov b'fonov. Meaning you're not allowed to disagree with him or even agree with him. What do you mean you're not allowed to agree with him? Let's say his father and someone else arguing on halacha, and he says to the other person, my father is right. It's also you're not allowed to do, because it shows like you have more say than your father over here. You want to machriya, you want to be that's also not allowed to do. So however, mashram the losh of Shulchan Aruch, that if it's only b'fonov, b'fnei ovil, shaloi b'fonov, if you're not in front of your father, so then mashma you're allowed to be the machriya and says my father was right. But that all the poskim they agree with that statement, that to say my father was right, shaloi b'fonov, you're allowed to, b'fonov you're not allowed to. The shaila is what's l'gaba soiser as dvorov. Let's say disagree with his father on halacha. Now, is he allowed to say shaloi b'fonov, I disagree with him or not? So that's, we're going to see there's a whole discussion of it among the poskim. The Shach writes over here that to disagree with your father, even shaloi b'fonov, you're not allowed to. That's what the Shach writes. Many poskim, they disagree with the Shach on this. First one is the Bach. The Bach says, the Gemara in Sanhedrin says, Daf Kufay Amud Beis, that Bachol miskanim chutz mibnoi v'talmido. People could have jealousy on everybody, but on the son and the Talmud they're not. If they see the son of Talmud matzliach, they're very happy. Something is belimud. If the son learns more than and knows more than the father is only happy. So b'fonov, okay, it's not derech eretz to disagree with him. Shalom b'fonov, he says it's adarab, the father will be happy. So shalom b'fonov, according to the Bach, you're allowed to disagree with him, and something the Taz says the same thing. He brings a raya. He says the Tur and Cheshud Mishpat goes against his father, the Rosh. So he says, mashma from here, how could you go against his father? Mashma shalom b'fonov, you're allowed to do it. However, the Taz offers that you should do it in a way that atmos derech eretz, meaning like this. Let's say, in the case of the Tur disagree with his father, let's say that who argues with the Rosh, let's say it's the Rambam. A lot of times the Rosh and Rambam argue, okay? And let's say also who agrees with the Shita of the Rosh, let's say the Tosfos. So instead of saying, I agree with the Rambam against my father, don't mention your father. Let's say I agree with the Rambam against the Tosfos. This way you omit your father because you're disagreeing with him. So it's more derech eretz. So according to this mashma, the more you could do to disagree with the way of derech eretz, the more it's better, but you're allowed to derech halimut to disagree with your father. And same thing says the Drisha. He says he also holds like the Shach that you're not allowed to disagree with your father, even shaloi b'fonov. However, he says that's if you're only saying an opinion. When you say opinion, you're not allowed to disagree with him. My opinion is I agree with the somebody that's choilek on my father. But if you come b'derech halimud, you prove your way b'derech halimud, it says you're allowed to, because it's not anymore you, it's a das Torah, that the Torah disagreeing with your father. That's you're allowed to do. Same thing the Pischei Teshuva brings from a Sefer Atzmos Yosef. He says that b'derech halimud, definitely the father and son, they're allowed to learn and argue, come to the conclusion. So even over there it says that you come together with the conclusion. You're allowed to ask to answer. It doesn't say anything. What about if I say at the end of the day I disagree with you? It doesn't say anything over there. Well, soon we're going to see what they're going to do if they learn together. So according to the Mashma, the Bach and the Taz, Befonov is not allowed to say at the end of the day I disagree with you. He's not allowed to say. And Shalom Befonov, he's allowed to do it. And according to the Drisha, b'derech halimud, not some opinion, I agree, I just don't agree with him. You have to, if you prove your way, why you said that. Now, the Aruch HaShulchan, he's even more stronger than all of them. He brings a lot of rayas from the Tanoim and the Moroim that disagree with the fathers. Rabbi Loza disagree with Rabbi Shimon, and many Amoraim. And I could add on it, the Tzemach Tzedek was the Talmud and the Einikel of the Alter Rebbe in few places. He disagrees with him. The Levush, the Talmud of the Ramo, in many places disagrees with his Rebbe, the Ramo. He passes something like a Shulchan Aruch against his Rebbe. So from here you see Shaloi Befonov, according to most poskim, Shaloi Befonov, and B'derech Halimud, and you prove your way B'derech Halimud, you allowed to do. Befonov, that's Lakula Alma, you cannot disagree with him. That's Lakul Befonov, you cannot disagree with him, even you have your way. So what you have to do, let's say you learn with him, and you disagree the way he learns a pshat. So you have to, say your pshat, hear him, and don't go strong against him. Keep it for another time. You have to be with more derech eretz. Now, what's beinyan the alma? Let's say you talk about politics with your father. Could you just go disagree with him? Again, so according to Aruch HaShulchan, Befonov, you're not allowed to. And l'choire, over here, it should be more chomur to say outright, I'm against this shita and politics against your father. L'choire, the whole heter was, that's Torah alilmad and itzorich, b'derech halimud you'll on different pshat. L'choire mashma, you don't say strong no to the opinion of your father. Afilu shaloi befonov, because of most of the heterim, because of Torah. Okay. The one thing the Aruch HaShulchan says, if the father said to the son, I want to hear your opinion, whether it's belimud or in Yana Olam, then the son definitely allowed to say his opinion because the father asked him. But if not, so you have to, again, Machriya Dvorov, to say my father was right, Befonov you're not allowed to, Soiser Dvorov, Befonov you're not allowed to, definitely, how much more? If Machriya you're not allowed to say he's right, how much more you cannot say he's wrong? But Shaloi Befonov, Lekula Alma, Machriya, meaning say he was right, you could say. Soiser Dvorov, Binyan de Alma looks like it should not go outright against your father's Binyan de Alma, and the Torah, if you have not just an opinion, you have a way you learn, and you come up with a different conclusion, that the Choyre Shalom, according to most poskim, you definitely allowed to disagree with your father. But even that, the Taz says you should do that utmost way of derech eretz. Okay.